starting this out with a live stream. My wife is upstairs giving the baby a bath, but anyways, for now we're just starting out. Welcome to anybody that might join. I appreciate the views. I think I figured out the phone orientation options. We're going to take apart a VCR quick and clean the head. That's the plan for this live stream. I'm going to have to hook up my laptop here so I can see your comments. Hopefully I'm not too messy. And if anybody joins, give me a little bit here. I got to get set up. I can't see on my phone right now if there's anybody online watching, but welcome on a Sunday, a lazy Sunday. Yeah, so VCR time, that's what we're gonna do quick. Don't have anything else on the agenda other than I gotta edit a video for tomorrow. There we go, no more water noise. Come on, laptop, get booted up. It is 6 o'clock here locally. So, getting set up to my channel. There we go. Okay, we are closer to being set up. Okay, let me go get that VCR quick. Maybe I should have done that because it might take me a few minutes to get that unplugged, and it's currently set up with my TV, so hopefully that's quick. Okay, I'm back. Alright. This is what we got. We got a Sony VCR DVD combo. Kind of modernish, I guess. I'm going to attempt to clean the head in here because when you're watching VHS videotapes, and it doesn't matter what tape you play, it's always a it has auto tracking and it kind of works, but it never is super clear like it should be. And I know it's not the tapes because it's the same every tape you play. So maybe I should set that up quick to this little TV and have this cover off and see if there's any differences in video quality. Oh, let's see here. 3 screws. Yeah, it looks like 3 screws. Screwdriver. Anyways, nobody on yet. Nobody on yet. You know, if nobody joins, then I'll just post this video or something. My live stream videos are much noisier. Fix that gurgling. There we go. guess I can't message my buddy to have him jump in online. Let's see if I can save those screws over here. Not going to see anything special other than normal. Yeah, I don't know why this thing doesn't track good, because it's basically a brand new unit. It really didn't ever get used. Well, typical insides of VCR. I mean, the head looks so clean too. And just all I can see is maybe just a tish of a spot on there. Really shouldn't be an issue, but we'll just clean it with some alcohol and give it a try. But first things first, I need to grab a VHS and hook this up quick so we can see what it does before I mess with it, because I want to see it before and after. Oh, bear with me. I will grab a tape and some wires and things to hook this up. What cables do I need to hook up on this TV? There we go. I already got some cables here. Just gotta grab them. Why are they all the way over there? No, that's a fan. What the heck am I grabbing that for? Let's I need to clean this bench up one of these days. I got too much stuff going on here. It's amazing I can make any video at all. Maybe Sunday's not the best day to stream because nobody's joining me yet. Just talking to myself, I guess. Let's see here. Yeah, I was looking for the cable. Which, of course, wants to get all of this where it should be. On video in green. Let's use the wrong cables, but they work the same. Line out. Okay, TV, gotta plug that into. Suppose VCR we should plug in also, or that ain't gonna work. Where's the plug-in for that? There we go. Yeah, this is messy. I'm not even prepared, but nobody. Don't have any people watching yet. Let's see here. Okay, that's plugged in. Let's turn this on. Move the TV in view here, kind of. Input. Need input. Has to be so slow. There we go. AV. Power up. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Grabbing. Let's mess with a classic. Obviously I won't be able to play stuff long enough for copyright type reasons. I don't know how that works on live streaming videos, but if I was posting the video, it probably wouldn't like it, so can't play much of copyright. But why does nobody ever rewind the tape? Doesn't Doesn't anybody know the rewind be kind thing from back in the day? Every one of these tapes, I swear. Stop. Then rewind fast. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Can we do a fast rewind? There you go. Wow. That was delayed. Some rewind ASMR here. I don't know how to notify my YouTube subscribers that I got a live stream going. How to add descriptions or anything. I see somebody's clicked in. I don't know who it is, but hi. Appreciate anybody watching. There we go. You know, I bet you this is just going to work fine, and it's going to upset the crap out of me. Oh, you took the cover off? It isn't going to work right. But, let's see, because it looked good, actually, at the end of the tape. Yeah, of course, it looks okay on this TV. Huh. Let me grab a different tape. Maybe it's just the ones we've been watching. Because it looks fine now, of course. Of course, I didn't rewind that all the way. I'm going to have to watch this movie. That's a... is this going to tear it? Hopefully not. Take and be slow about the tape. There we go. That's been on there a while. Yeah, definitely worth watching. I mean, it's corny in its own way, but do like a good old classic, 1978. I have one of the other tapes that I know are just horrible. Hang on, Spaceballs. This one was so bad. Grab some penguins. This one was horrible. Let's see if it looks that bad again. I don't know how opening the cover would have made it better. Like the audio was so noisy and crackly, and the tracking was way off no matter how you set the tracking. But, hey, well, this is a dumb live stream, huh? Is it my TV connections? It shouldn't be. Because, like, the tracking's fine there. What the heck? And of course, you know, when it's washing stuff, then it's got to pump through the pipes all the time. Let me grab the remote and play with the tracking just to show what it used to look like. Let's see here. Tracking. I don't know why it looks so good on this TV. No matter where. Like, I bet you I'll put it back together. I'm still gonna clean the head anyway while I'm in here. But yeah, I can't believe that. It's just not. It doesn't really matter now where I set the tracking. This is so weird. Okay, well, that was dumb. Of course, it's not gonna do what it wants to do. Of course, here I am not rewinding the tape before putting it back, but oh, I guess this is going to be a short live stream then, huh? I see a third person chimed in. Hello, welcome. Not doing much today, making all kinds of noises with the pipes today. Incredibly annoying. My little room. Let's see. What do I got for clean cotton swabs? I guess paper towels kind of work, but oops. I know I got some swabs somewhere here. I should, anyways. Maybe I don't right now. Probably did. Apparently not. I thought I had some fresh cotton swabs. Guess we'll just use a paper towel. Hopefully I'm not going to make this worse. Yeah, I get down on my knees here to do this. That's not to get your greasy fingerprints on the head, but you can spin it manually like this. And just take and wipe it really nice with the paper towel and that alcohol. And then, you know, there really wasn't any dirt there. I really don't know why this thing was so, like, annoying to track on my big screen TV. Looks nice and clean now. Audio head looks pretty good too. Might as well clean that while I'm here. Gives us the best chance. Like I said, this thing's darn near brand new, so I don't know why it's having an issue. Yeah, put it back in, see what it does. Yeah, I don't know, it looks so nice on here in the audio, I can't really tell. It was so noisy. Like static. Anybody who's not, or, you know, old video stuff. FBI warnings, all that good stuff they gotta tell you about. Yeah, there's no tracking issue at all this time. Of course, that's what happens when I open the darn thing up. Let's sing a little song. Okay, I can't play any of that. But it seems fine, so I'm just going to rewind it back and put it away. Put the cover back on. Yeah. Works perfectly fine with the cover off, of course. So, I don't know. Is it a noise interference over by my TV? I mean, that's an old or I wouldn't call it old, but it's a plasma TV, so is that interfering with the tape? because I'm just on my workbench here. It's working flawlessly, and it did not before. Of course, you do something, and that's what it does. Okay. I'm gonna set it back up, and if I have to bring my camera over there to show you guys what it actually does over there, I will. But it clearly is fine right here, so I'm not going to do anything more on the inside of this. It's funny how that, you want to show people, you want to do like, okay, and when you do, then that's what happens. It works perfectly fine, of course. Maybe there's some sort of weird power looping issue over there. Who knows? I don't know. I'll have to try it again and see. If it's just as buzzy and awful tracking next to that TV, I'll have to come up with a different option or location for the VCR. Because we got plenty of tapes to watch. Call me old school, but I prefer VHS over all the fancy new stuff nowadays. I got a Laserdisc player too that I watch old Laserdisc on, or never got my VLD player record type thing to work. That thing's a cool unit in itself, but I never could get it to work. It'd spin the record up, try to play it, and nothing ever come out of the video, so I don't know. Kind of sad that never worked, because I'd love to watch one of those. Well, sorry that this isn't much of a video, just the inside guts, a little rewinding, quick cleaning of a tape head. Go set it up. It would be kind of quiet for a minute. I don't know how to put a little thing up, say be back, I guess. I'll have to yell around the corner. Grab my video, grab you guys here. And we're going off the stand here. Alright. Yes, my mess, I'm sorry. It is what it is here. Lilypup says hi. Alright. Grab tape. Let's do Galactica. Okay. Let's try it hooked up to the actual TV in question. If I can get it out of here one-handed. There we go. Should rewind this tape anyway. With the cover on, with everything going, is it going to be staticky in its location? Yeah, see there, it cannot track with the crap over here. It's really annoying to watch it like that. And the audio is always horrible. So, interference? Must be something, because it worked perfectly in the other room. Well, maybe I'll just have to hook up another VCR in this location. Will it do the same thing? Oops, wrong thing to do. Alright, well, that's interesting. I will have to dig into that. So, I don't know, maybe that TV is just so um, noisy, I guess is the word. Puts out stuff. What do you think, pup? Yeah? Okay, well, shall we grab my disaster? I'm sorry, guys. This is my workstation. It's a mess, I know. Somehow I make videos here. Let's see, where's that Sony VHS player? There it is. No, that's the Zenith one. Where did I set the Sony? I had it. Yeah, this is why I can't find nothing. Well, anyways, I'm not going to try to hold you guys and do a setup of VCR. So, put you back up here. Oops, sorry. It's really hard to do that. All right, now it's back. Let's find something else to tinker with quick for a Sunday. Okay, let's see here. Let's shut this off quick. Oh yeah, you know, been wanting to set this up. I think I remember not liking this laptop because it had the crappy screen. This was one that I purchased that came in a bunch of bits, and I put it back together the best I could. I believe that's this one. I gotta look for sure. But ThinkPad. I wish the screen, I think this is the one with the TFT display, I think it is what they call it. Real slow. It's got a Celeron in it. TrackPoint with internet scroll bar. I love it when people don't throw the stickers away. But yeah, what is the model on this one? I-Series. I don't even know. This one doesn't say on it. Must have been one of the cheap IBM ones. 2621 model. Okay. Still kind of sounds rattly. Grab a plug in here. See what I got for my millions of wires here. I should have the right plug in. I believe that's powered up. Hopefully, maybe not. Too much stuff going on there. That's going to be my next thing I need to do is reorganize this entire room. Or at least get her cleaned up a little bit. Okay, barely see that light. That's a weird one. Shows it's charging the battery. Although I wouldn't imagine the battery any good on this thing. Got some noise. Don't think I hear a hard drive. Or display coming up. And I should look and see if that's got enough power to do what it should. It should have enough power. It's not an IBM power supply, but I thought this thing worked. This one uses 16 volt. This one should totally have enough power for that because I think it's a little more. Yeah, 19 volt technically is a little more than it should have, but it should work fine after that. I do have an IBM 19 or 16 volt power supply someplace. Let me see. Where is that? Well, I don't feel like digging around for that. Oh wow, my watch is just about dead. Yep. I don't know why this one's not doing anything. I thought it did. CD drive is powered up. No problem there. Oh wow, there we go. You can almost can't see it. See, it's deciding to work now. The cursor is just, oh, this is a slow display. I wanted to get in the BIOS. Not even sure, I can't see it. Oh, that's a dim display. Yeah, that's why I didn't use this laptop. It has the worst display ever. Refresh rate. Oh my goodness. The refresh rate is bad. Which was an active matrix display. I don't know which button to push. Holy cow. Audio works. Yeah. I don't see. Which one is it? Like delete? F1? Oh, there we go. Now we're in the BIOS. This is such a dim display. It probably looks better in camera than it does to me. Very, very dim. I can't turn it up or down either. It's got a Celeron 433. Apparently I don't have a hard drive in it. It has a Mach 64 video card. With a display like this though, shoot. System settings. Did it actually keep settings? Holy cow, I must have changed the battery on this thing. It's still keeping time and date. That's pretty impressive. Nothing there. I was hoping it showed me memory. I don't know how much it has on board either. Did it say? It does not. Celeron, CD-ROM, nothing. Yeah. I guess I could put a hard drive in this thing if anybody cares. Anybody want me to boot this thing up with a Windows 98? We could take and throw a hard drive in it quick. I guess if I really wanted to, I could hook an external monitor up and use it as a laptop. I have so many. That's why I don't use this thing. I like how it looks. It's kind of a cool particular era with these little colored buttons and stuff. Just wish it had a better display. Man, that's so slow. That delay of oof. If there was a mouse on here, it's one of those displays. Man, these old panels are awful. Okay, well, there's no sense in doing much. I thought I had a hard drive in it. You can see where that little thing's been pushing on the display there. A couple spots actually. Yeah, 3 different spots. This is you can always tell this type of display by the way the liquid looks. Alright, well, doesn't want to shut off. Turn the light back on. I'm going to blind you guys. Guys, gals, whoever. Yeah, that's that slot. Where was the hard drive in this? Oh yeah, it's under here. It's one of those ones. Ah, jeez. Well, we get to see the inside of the battery quick. You know, because I was intending on doing that. I guess that's one. I probably have had this open before because something. This is probably my work. More than likely, actually. I can't remember what I was doing to this thing. I knew the original ones leaked. So I just soldered. You're not really supposed to solder directly to the batteries, I know. But I didn't realize I never glued this back up. That would explain why it said it was charging. I'm not sure if these are lithium ones that I threw in there. I guess we're unintentionally looking at my cob job. I can't tell. What are these? Interesting. Should have cleaned out the old hydrate that leaked in here, because these ones definitely aren't leaking. It's the old residue. Well, that was fun. Didn't realize that was falling apart like that. Oh, my live streams are such a mess. Is anybody watching this stuff? Shows 3 watching. Hi to anybody who is actually watching. Country of origin, Taiwan. Sort of feel that stuff on my hands. Anyway, put that back in there for now so I don't lose it. I doubt it charged up in that little bit anyways. Some of these were kind of neat. They have a little window where you could, if your battery was charged, you could just listen to CDs. Yeah, oh yeah, you gotta turn it on. But I don't think my battery charged up much. Well, it's only been a couple minutes of plugging it in. Yeah, I don't know if I really care to put a hard drive in this one. That's why I put it in the shed. It's got a modem jack, some USB, random little plastic pieces rattling around in it. Yeah. What else we got going on in my messy life here? That was basically it. I do need to fix my one IBM. But that's kind of a project to get that floppy drive out. I really should be editing my Monday video right now because that's something I need to get done. What else I got to tinker with quick? Probably not too much. Yeah, I guess we'll probably have to end this stream. I don't really have anything else to do. I kind of want to do a regular video on that Zenith VCR. I think it is that one. The baked Zenith VCR. If here's something that I can mess with on live stream for now, I guess, if you guys want me to. This poor thing. I was really bummed. I wanted this to be a working unit. And one of those lovely eBay packed it with nothing in it. It kind of, I think it even plays disc, but unfortunately the package was dropped really hard. Gotta wait for the tub to drain. So let's see if I can do this without making such noise. In case you're wondering about all the noise, this is the basement. This is course, where all the sewer has to go. So I get to hear all those noises, and the bathroom's just above it. So I like to do my videos when the when the child is put to bed, and the wife isn't making too much noise with things, then I can make better content. For now, we're just gonna do this, but I'll show the damage here. I'm really sad. I bought it for this optical out because I wanted to experiment with the my mini disc player stuff. But this is broken off inside. I've had this apart once. It was full of CDs too, and those were just laying in there. The display doesn't work anymore. It probably broke. So I think maybe just take it apart and just take the front panel off. See if that display is broken or the board is broken. Kind of make it even if the digital out doesn't work, I guess I can make it functional, hopefully. So let's take it and open it up again. I'll show some damage. You know, you never know on eBay. It was listed as is, now I'm working. That's fine. I like to buy stuff that doesn't work anyway. Gives me something to fix. But when you package it poorly, it gets dropped in shipping and breaks it even more. It makes it really hard to fix. So this is one of those cases where it was a good looking shape. I kind of wanted to buy it, so I bought it to add to my system. Because I do have some CDs to listen to. And it would be nice to have CD, mini disc, tape player, have the whole stack, This scrape stuff's probably because of sliding around in the basement because I just kind of left it. I don't think it was definitely not scratched up like that when I got it. Ugh. I don't know how a lot of the big time live streamers do it. You end up talking so much. The voice gets tired after a while. And like I said, the CD mechanism actually works in this thing. The seller listed it as it didn't work. That was more noise than I wanted to make. So, carriage, all that stuff worked. The CD even played. All the CDs were like back here and they must have left it in here, and careless shipping kind of stuff. That's about 2 of them actually, just to hold the cable down. Okay, that's what that's about. So I can plug it in quick and show you that the CD function actually does work. Can you see down in the corner of that circuit board here? Not too well. But I'm pretty sure the digital out is completely busted off, more or less. I don't know. I'll have to take this board out to actually get a good look at it. I want to take the front panel off and see if the display got broken or the board's broken or what. Might as well screw around with something that actually needs repair versus the VCR. Try to get it to plug in. Come on now. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing apparently. And let's see, where did I set the music CDs at? Set my CDs at that were in this thing. Of course, I can never find anything when I need it. In a moment. I saw them somewhere earlier. I don't have any music CDs with me right now. Of course I can't find what I need. Just believe me, it works. Still got 3 people on my stream. Huh? Nobody's commenting. If you're watching, send me a chat at least. I like to talk back to you guys. get to know you, get to know my viewers. Yeah, shoot, where did I set those things? I gotta sit in my chair here and look. Where did I see them last? That would be really nice to show you if I had my music CDs handy right now. Where did I set that stuff? Well, I doubt this will be music related. It's a pretty beat up CD anyway. Eject. Where's the eject button? There we go. Ejects beautifully. I don't know that there's actually tracks on that. Must be something. But the CD part reads CDs no problem. It works beautifully. So it's a nice carousel 5-disc player. It should be kind of nice to just use. And I guess it can without a display. I wonder if this one could randomly pick CDs or not. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't need belts, doesn't need anything. It actually works really good. Actually, I might actually... do I need to leave that open to take it apart? It's a good possibility. I don't know. Would it be easier to take this panel off and take the circuit board out with it, or... I'm not really sure. I've never had one of these. Maybe I just close it and look again. Mainly I need to get that out and the front display panel to check on it, because as you guys, I don't know if the camera is that great, but there's nothing from the display at all. It's on, it works. Yeah. High density linear converter, huh? Let's put some random things on. I'll just leave it like that for now. Unplug it. At least I can get this out. Be careful with high voltage stuff. Always a thing. Let's see here. Anybody seeing anything? No. We're not very talkative today on Sunday, apparently. Not sure what everybody's up to. I definitely had more people on Thursday watching. Of course, this is not going to be another big deal, is it? Why'd you guys do that? We could have put a plug in right there. That would have made life so much easier. This is over here in the front. Can't really see that on the camera, but I'll have to take it apart. Still seems funny to solder in some wires for keeping the cable tidy. More tie-down wires. I believe I got to take the screws out of those things back there too. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to figure out how this comes apart, because I've never had one. And this is all clipped on, looks like. Clipped on or screwed on the bottom. Who said you could close? Yeah, I guess there's screws to hold the front panel on. Normally I wouldn't make people watch me unscrew anything. There's 2 screws. Yeah, okay. Figure that out here. Anybody have any stories about stuff like this? Trying to repair it? Repair nightmares, you know, things that are no fun to repair. I guess some things can be a challenge for sure. Like this, I'm still not aware of how it's going to come apart without busting everything. Basically, I just got to tear the whole thing down. Come on, panel. How do you come off? You clearly need a bigger workspace. No idea what I'm doing, other than just tearing every screw I can find for now. Sorry for my bald head and the big mole on my head, jeez. There we go. Guess there was, you had to take the other screw out there. How is this going to come apart? This is annoying. I guess, like, does this piece have to slide off too? Oh, there we go. Okay. Just like a regular CD player on a computer or anything, slides off. Then I can get the cover off here. Come on. Why do you get to put back on there? So annoying. There we go. Jeez. Oh, more things to unplug. There's always something. There we go. Now we got the front panel off. I can get a better look at it. Actually looks okay. Pretty sure I'd have to look back on the listing, but I believe the display was fine until it got shipped to me and then didn't work at all. I don't hear any broken pieces, but it's a glass fluorescent vacuum type thing. Man, that's a lot of screws. But we gotta figure out what's wrong with it. We will find out together. Find out together. I'm gonna have to use a smaller screwdriver. I'm hoping that if there is any commenting, it's not showing on my YouTube. I suppose I could look at my phone, see if it's allowing any comments or what. I don't know. I don't see anybody talking. If you have been, I'm sorry. I don't think there is any thing on here for anything. I don't see. Oops. Okay, there's the comments. If you're watching, at least just comment you're watching. You don't have to talk or anything. It helps me know that people are out there actually watching. Otherwise, you know, what's the point of really live streaming? So many screws. I don't even know if this will take this piece out or what. It might be a connector on that one. I might have to take it all out. Is it really only? It's only 7, huh? At some point or another, I gotta quit, and I'll have to edit a video together for tomorrow. anybody actually watch these live streams? I would hope so. It's a lot of video time that I could have been doing on a. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the whole board out. That I could have been doing regular recording and then editing and posting it for people to watch. I'd probably get way more views on that stuff than I would this, I think. But I appreciate the watch time because it does help my channel grow, so I'm hoping there's audio and other things. I really don't know what I'm doing with the live stream. Are you going to come out of here nicely or not? No, because there's some sort of metal bar thing going on too. So many screws, Sony, come on. Why? Why do they gotta make, what's this bar about? Yeah, I can see that could be clipped out, but I don't want it. I need to service it. I need to figure out why this thing is not working. And I think I see why it's not working. Now, that's going to be a fun repair, guys. Now I finally see what the problem is. So, right here in this corner, and I'm assuming that's from shipping damage, is got a circuit board crack, and there's a lot of little traces to repair. That'll be fun. I can do that. I've done it before. What a nightmare to track all that, though. I want the board out so I can fix that. It would be nice that if the display works, I'll live with this little bit of dent, whatever. Just want it to work nicely. And I've been wanting to get to this project for a while. Probably shouldn't have just chose this now. Why is this so hard to come apart, though? What else do I have to take apart to get this out of here? Like, it's just caught on this metal board, but there's only one screw in the corner. There's probably a screw underneath here. Yeah, there is. So, how do they anticipate this to come out without breaking anything? It was designed for not serviceability, that's for sure. Gosh dang it. Maybe work on it right here. It's a lot easier out of this piece. If anybody knows what I'm doing wrong, it would help me out here. Fits in there so nice, but there's a lip on this steel piece. It is not letting me take it apart. I was surprised with that crack that even any part of the circuit worked for switches and whatnot. Looks like most of that crack goes to all the display traces. Always has to be harder than it has to be. Like, what is holding this in? And if you're going to design something, design it to come apart, Sony. How'd you get in there in the first place? I'm confident that's a connector, but it refuses to come apart. Alright, now I'm getting frustrated here. This piece has to come with it, but you can't get to the screw. Fine. We'll take this piece out, see if I can pull it out somehow. Jeez, so many screws. This is getting frustrating on me. Well, maybe you guys will enjoy this repair over a VCR that works fine in one room and not the other. This makes no sense. There's no way to pry it out. I don't want to break it anymore. I've taken all the screws out now. There's a hidden screw for this metal bracket underneath. How? What? There's nothing. Can't see anything in there. Fine, we'll take this piece off. See if there's something hidden under here that I don't know about since it's clipped on. Must mean you gotta take it apart. Ah, brittle plastic. That's annoying. Really like to not break this thing. Come on, Sony. What the heck? You have clips on there. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job showing everything that's going on, but I'm not going to bother unclipping that. I don't want to break it. It's got to come out of there, though. What the heck do they expect you to do? They had to have been a way that this was put in somehow. This is really, really making me angry. I'm going to give up on this crap. What am I missing? Get this out of here. Well, now I'm just really annoyed. Because even if I get this up, the thing is soldered there. There's no cables. Do I need to look up a video to figure this out? Because this is making me angry. I do not know. Because I really need it out of there to do good repair. Could I, maybe figure this out without... God, that's a lot of little traces to fix. Guy's almost better off getting another display panel or getting another unit. Because, man, how many traces? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 10, 12, 13, 14, almost 20 some traces to do wires. That's a lot to be running all the way. And the mistakes a guy can make with all these little things. Oh boy, that's going to be very time consuming. I don't know if everybody wants to try to figure that out, but I'll have to solder wires from all this and follow out every trace. Make sure I get everything. I also need some thinner wire. I don't really have some small wire. The coated thin wire, that would work really good for this. I need to get some of that. But I still really like to have this out to work on it. I gotta fix that, and then I'll get to this probably. I think we'll just move this onto the bench here. Nothing ever goes as easily planned as a guy would want it to. generally with repairs, at least electronic repair, that's what we get involved into, is this kind of stuff. Too much going on in this room. And then not lose all my parts, like the okay, and I'm going to nice. Throw that over there. I'm just gonna put that down so that I don't scratch the front panel up so much. Really would like to have this out of here, but anyway, I guess that's gonna fight me and say nope, never mind. And I need some what is that one YouTuber called? Not Googly Eyes, but Goofy Eyes. Sean Action Retro, great channel. Whatever those things are would be really helpful so that I can see better. This stuff is small. Gonna have to find some wire, some small wire to work with. Lots of small wire. What I got? Oh, that's my capacitor tester. Somewhere. Oh, this stuff is kind of almost too big, also. But I might have to just go with it. Yeah, that's gonna be so thick in there. I don't know that you have a lot of room. Showing my bald head too much in this YouTube. Let's see. Do I have, make sure that you guys have been able to hear me this whole time too. Hopefully. Testing. Is it really that quiet? Or do I just have my videos turned down? Oh, okay. I just have that turned way down. Okay. So you can hear me anyways, that's good. Okay, just trying to figure things out. I'm gonna have to find some smaller wire. I think this is gonna just end up being, you know, basically solder tack there and run along to each pin. It gets kind of challenging though when you got that. I'll have to like wire it so I can see each trace and make sure I got every trace. Maybe might have to write on a notebook. Yeah, I don't know. Should I? I'm not gonna do that in this live stream. I don't think this is probably a week-long process. A separate video, maybe. Even that gets tedious. Anybody out there have anything to say about this mess before I call it quits tonight? Because I need to get on my computer and edit a video for tomorrow, a regular video. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, I got to that point. That's what we're gonna do today. I'm sure people want to watch me solder, right? Well, I can at least get one thing soldered anyway. And of course, if I start doing that, then I'm going to keep wanting to go. It would have been nice to have had this under my microscope. Then we could look at it a little closer, but the crack's pretty obvious. Yeah, you really got to drop it hard in shipping. Like, it's crazy that that cracked like that without damaging the front or anything. Maybe the this knob got pushed in hard or something. Solder time, solder time. Let's inhale all the smoke, because we know we love smoke. It always aims for your face no matter what. It's like the air travel is just perfect for the face. I may just jumper that big trace. We'll see. So it's going to also be hard to follow these traces because they cover this in black for some reason. I'm going to show my head again in the shot. I can't even see that, but I really need some goggles. So I'm just going to assume that one was the big trace. This is the next one down. And I can just do that. Easy enough. But following that trace is the tough part. The top one, follow the top line, really small line. Top line keeps going right to here. So I'm going to take and wire. I'd like to do it that way, but then it'll get in the way of me following the tracks right now. So I'm going to be extra and just kind of tidy it up the best I can. And of course I need a wire cutter. I really should use a smaller wire. I know I've said that already. But this is probably the smallest stuff I got on hand right now. More solder smoke. More solder smoke. Breathe it in. Breathe that tar. Easy enough to tack on to things though. Say easy enough and then I can't hold it there. So now when I do everything I'll have to just kind of fold them up or whatever to keep it out of the way, but I'm going to be a lot of this right now so I can track every trace. Where does that big top one go? All the way across, all the way over here. And can't see it very well, but I'll probably just scrape the, I don't know what they call that green stuff now, the mask off and just solder that quick. But the little traces are just really small, and I don't feel like trying to, I mean, if I had it out and under my microscope, I probably could do right there, just bridge all the traces across. Really small wire. It's probably the right way to do it. I think there's enough room for the wires in here. There wasn't anything in the way. Should be fine. And I get this metal bracket, that's for the lid to kind of catch on, but it's just like, why can't this board come out? I don't know if they like seriously forced it in there or how it's supposed to come out. And I'm sure there's a way, some clips or something I'm missing. It does not want to come out of there, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, continuing on with some more wiring. This is one of the most tedious things you could ever do. If it was only a few traces, that wouldn't be too bad, but I am going to have to do a lot of traces. And even then I could totally make a mistake. I'd miss one or trace the wrong trace. It's, you really got to double check as best you can. What's the next one? Headshot again, sorry. It's kind of hard. I gotta look close at this. I believe that's that one. So it's gonna go one down, one down, one down. I think that's how it looks. Cut off the excess here. more solder. Breathe in that fumes. I don't know if that's going to stay or not. Not very well. Did not get a good solder on it. You're dealing with smaller traces like this, it's difficult. Really should have a solder fan going. And also, when the insulation disappears, doesn't help either. Yeah, I don't know that I'm happy with that because it could short. Second trace. Probably just follow this down and it'll be easy to pull down from here. So the next one's right there. Cutting more wires, doing this the hard way, I'm sure. But at least I'm trying to save it. That's the goal anyway. I mean, it's just a CD player, so it's nothing super fancy. It's nice that they have, I don't know if they're test points or what these other little blobs are, but they are perfect for soldering to. If I could have got enough solder flux on here. Doing everything the hard way, of course. That's how live stream goes. Come on, solder. Alright, this is not soldering. My tip is probably just too dirty and better not wreck my Sony monitor down there. Probably just did. Be careful where you flick your solder. That said. Well, trying to. I only got like probably this whole row to go. That's gonna be so much wire. Shoot. Bald head shot. Yep, so much wire. This is gonna take all night to do, but you guys get the idea of what's going on. You just gotta see where the crack's at, follow every trace until you get every one of them repaired. It would have been nice if it wasn't so many, but it's quite a few. Like this whole little chunk is just one end to the other of this crack right here. So like I said, like 10, 20 pins. It's hard to count that many, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, at least maybe 15 pins for sure. Plus a couple of little things to solder over here or whatever. Yeah, it's when it gets this fine and it's tough to fix. But I'd like it to work, so we're gonna try anyways. I see 4, well 3 at least. One is me because I got my laptop going, but so 3 people at least viewing anyways. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys to death too much. So keep going. What time is it? Come on, watch. 7 o'clock. My watch is not happy how dead it is. I guess I could have looked at the laptop now. I'll go until about 7:30. I think that's at least 7:30 my time anyway. I don't know where you guys are and where you're watching from, but thanks. More wire. This is not a good wire to be using, I don't think. I don't like it. I don't really anything. Oh, Oh, actually, you know what I should be using instead of this? Hold on. I do have some smaller wire. It'll probably work better. This is much better wire. I need to find more of this. Okay, back again, back again. This is a little thinner, not quite as crazy. Probably work a lot better. So I'll do that instead. I'll leave those two for now, I think. Probably gonna redo that one. I don't know if my solder's gone bad, but it is not liking soldering. The flux is bad in it. This is old solder now. This wire does not like soldering. I got plenty of heat on that wire. Why are you not soldering? I guess maybe I won't use this wire. Where is this? Some flux on the table. Where's my other one that's actually open? There, I guess I'm gonna call this open. Crappy. I should have bought these ones. They suck. Generic Chinese flux just really isn't the best stuff. I ran out of my other stuff and couldn't remember what to get, so I just grabbed this, but it's not that great. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. It's good for the soul. I need to tighten my tip or something because the heat just really doesn't want to transfer. Having soldering troubles today. That's a little bit. That's a lot better now. That's what the problem was not getting the heat that I needed. This is going to be such a cob job. I'm not happy with how it looks, that's for sure. Yeah, this is an awkward position to be soldering. This one, yeah. I'm probably going to screw this thing all up too. Yeah, put my hand in the flux. Alright, my soldering iron's making me angry. Alright, I'm giving up for now. We're going to just, I think, call it quits now. I need to get on production of the regular video. Well, hello there. How do I say that? Dyed potato? Thanks for commenting. At least somebody's commenting. Appreciate that. You got a number one crown on your top fans deal. Oh, there we go. We got some other people chiming in. I'm going to say that wrong. Cinesap 6428. Good to have some people out there watching. So if you came in, chime in. This is the mess that I'm dealing with my soldering irons being fussy with my wires. And I really need some better goggles or something so I can see this. This is actually kind of hard for me to see. I'm getting older. I mean, I'm not that old, but the eyesight changes. I do have new glasses on order, so that should help some. Hopefully. We'll see. Not super blind, just stigmatism type stuff, and enough to screw up the eyesight a little bit. I think I was having better luck soldering with these blue wires, and this gray stuff for some reason does not want to solder properly. Again, it's really super awkward to be. Maybe I'll have to turn it this way. Maybe this will be a little easier angle. Probably not. Not everything in the view. Getting too many headshots. Normally I wouldn't show my head as much if I'll edit it out on my regular videos. Alright, there's some good solder on that wire now. I don't really have to use my thing to inspect all this and make sure I get the solder good before. There we go. See, that was a very nice solder. I know you can't really see it because it's way too low in there. But let's try to, I can't tell you unless it updates on my computer how close that is and how good of a shot that is. But yeah, my soldering isn't the best, I'm sure. Do what I can anyways. I need to figure out how to get, there's a delay on the video. Probably not even close to showing you guys like that well, but because I can't see my phone. This time I did figure out how to do orientation right on the video so that normal people can watch full screen, not just watch on your phone, or vertical or horizontal orientation. There is a way to change it. Okay, so that one goes to the next trace down, and I tore that off. Nice. That's a bummer. So probably not the best place to solder, actually. I think we're going to do it on the pins, I see. So I'm not really sure what those pads are for, other than there's a join here and it goes to the different part of the panel. Hopefully there's no, yeah, it's just a single layer board, it should be fine. Nope, let's fix that properly. It's unfortunate. Okay, don't solder to those little blobs, or whatever you want to call them. The insulation on this wire, it's basically speaker wire, I think, is not happy with heat. And neither is these strippers. Boy, this is a crappy video, isn't it? I'm just being horrible, like not soldering right. This is too thick a solder. I should have a smaller solder. This is just really not like it's going very well. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Okay, the new purchase is going to be a exhaust fan. I mean, I do got little fans I could set up. I don't like that. I gotta do something better about that. But it's there. And now this is gonna, I gotta quit. This is gonna take forever to do that many pins. And I'd rather do this like not a video and talking the whole time. Otherwise I'd be pretty quiet. Oh, we only got one person left, huh? I'm boring you guys too much. That's probably the best that I quit. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna finish this off camera and off live stream. Probably just You guys are getting sick of looking at my head anyways. I guess this will be it for this live stream. I guess I said 7:30 my local time, Central Time anyway. So, thanks for watching. I know it wasn't that great of a video to watch. If you enjoyed live streams, let me know. I can do more. I don't mind babbling on for hours. But we're just going to call it quits with that, and I appreciate the views and anything that helps my channel grow, and thanks for watching my junk live channel, I guess. I don't even know. See you guys later. Sure you're done streaming? Yes.